before I forget, because like I said, I am solo today. I don't want to forget anything like that. Today's show is brought to you by wrong button. DraftKings Sportsbook, man. Shout out to DraftKings. We know the top rated sportsbooking app in all of North America. Safe, secure, and most importantly, they are reliable. And we know it's wild card time, man. Playoffs are here, man. And what better way to get involved than to, add a little incentives while you are watching the games, man. And the best way to do that is, to download the app, DraftKings, right? And when you download the app, especially my new customers out there, you make sure you use the promo code Moats. Why? Because when you make that first bet of $5, you will receive $200 in bonus bets. It is a great concept, man, and it just adds to the fun as a whole. But at the same time, I understand we can get lost in the sauce, and it can get a little crazy at times. And when that happens, you know what you got to do. You definitely got to tap in, man, because obviously we see a couple of things going on up here, man. We got the gambling problem people. The people that are living in New York. You see the number that you can text. But I think everybody else, you see the digits to dial. They are 1-800-GAMBLER. Living room furniture. Let me take that to the stool. So now I got my comfy chair up here. All right. I sit up here for hours. Fair Bradford, I see you, baby. Appreciate the love on the super chat as well. All right. And he says, I know it's early, but are you paying to keep Najee and Jalen Warren? If not, which are you keeping? Tough business out here. No, respect on that, man. And I think that that's one of those ones, man, that's going to be really intriguing. I think the conversation surrounding Najee is what? Man, you were one of 3 backs or one of 5 backs to go 1,000-yard season, the first 4 consecutive times or whatever, right? Big accomplishment, man. We've also saw where I think Troy Aikman was kind of minimizing it. People have talked about, it's just 1,000 yards, man. You got 17 games, etc. And that is also valid, except for the fact that Najee's the only one that did it. So it's like, man, is it something that anybody can do, or is it something that only Najee can do? Because you're telling me that anybody can do this and that, we could just draft whoever or anybody you throwing back there and they're going to do this. But yet, and still, here we are, another season, and I'm saying the same thing, that Najee has the 1,000 yards, and we're looking around, and it's like, okay, that guy has 1,500. That guy might have 2K, but are we doing? No, I ain't talking about them two dudes specifically now, because Saquon's that dude. I ain't gonna hold you on that. Derrick Henry's that dude. I'm not even in the least bit saying that Najee is with them. No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying that Najee, to me, is still in that top 10, because why? Does it matter how talented you are if you're not available to me? How great does that Ferrari look if it doesn't have any gas? Man, that's a beautiful Lambo, but it has a flat tire. Man, I love the Bentley Bentayga, but I can't drive it. I got a crack in the windshield. But here I got this here Ford F-150 Raptor. Man, I just gassed that thing up and it just goes. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, don't matter. Gas up, it goes, right? Gets me point A, brings me back every single time. Every single time. So you tell me which one is more valuable. The one that looks really good, the one that is high end luxury, the one that when it is working, oh my God, you're going to kill the parking lot. But you can't use that all the time. It's going to have 1 or 2 greats. Then it's going to have like 1 or 2, keep it in the closet. Where you got this one over here, it's not as pretty. Doesn't always pass the eyeball test. But it never lets you down. It's always going to get you there and get you back. So here we are. So with me, man, when I think of Najee, that's the big part for me. Why I want to keep Najee. I don't look at that and minimize it. I don't think that is some easy feat that anybody can do, because statistically it's 17 games now, and we have been conditioned to say that, 1,000 yards in 17 games isn't impressive. Cool. Tell me it's not impressive when I see everybody doing it. When the Najee stat is he is one of 32 starting running backs to have 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons with the touches, while splitting carries, while being available, while not having any type of fumbles. Yeah, that's when I will look at that and I'll be like, yeah, man, I don't care about that no more. But until I see that, heck, even the guy we're bringing up, and I love Jalen. Shout out to 30, baby. Absolutely. But even he has shown that he hasn't been capable to do the Najee load just yet, no matter how much we've tried to kind of put that on him, whether it's prematurely or not. We haven't seen that from him. So to me, that's my part, man. When I'm talking about Najee, I'm like, I gotta rock with him, man. But the number is the question. I think he's worth 10 because of what the market is saying. But if I'm Pittsburgh, I want him less. If I'm Pittsburgh, I need him for like 7, 8. If we be real, I can't give you too much because I got to figure out this quarterback situation. I got to figure out these wide receivers, man. Am I going shopping? There is a Tyreek on the market now. Do I need that? Do I want that? Right? So I'm thinking of all these things. So that's the part with Najee that I think that, it makes it a little bit unique for him. Jalen, man, we don't have to worry about him right now. I think that you can get him at a still way cheaper rate than Naj. I think Naj is in that 10 million conversation. I think if we can talk, if Coach Tomlin gets in his ear, I think if the guys can talk to him and get him to take a little less, I think then, yeah, it's perfect. But I think if he gets any more than that, I don't think we're going to get the return on the investment that we want all the way, because now you're flirting with, you got to be force multiplier to the extent of you can take on that guy's production and that guy's production, because when you start paying Najee 10 plus million, somebody isn't going to still be here, especially depending on what we do at quarterback. No matter what we say, whether it's the Russ, whether it's Fields, whether it's the draft, whether it's trade, whether it's free agency, we got 3 quarterbacks on 1-year deals. We're going to have to spend some money this offseason on that position, or we're going to have to draft something. And now we're doing the whole hope and pray. All right, are you Bo Nix? Are you Drake Bay? Or are you Malik Willis? Or are you, Anthony Richardson? Like, we don't know which version we're going to get. Like, yeah, that's just a different game. So that's kind of how I look at that right there, man. But to me personally, man, I'm leaning Naj. Like I said, I'm leaning Naj, but I don't want to spend more than 10. So that's kind of how I look at that, man. But I still don't see why you can't keep Jalen. I think Jalen's still going to be very affordable, just from my eyes. All right. Now, Joe Gerbis, he says, that boy Tyreek, 1 out. I'm going to give him a second.